Welcome back, dear friends. It's always a joy to have you join this circle of clarity, curiosity, and contemplation. Each time you return to this space, you choose awakening over distraction, truth over illusion, and inner peace over outward chaos. Today, we are going to explore a story that might sound too simple to be real. The Buddha once uttered just 2 words, and one of his disciples reached full enlightenment. 2 words, not a long discourse, not a deep philosophical analysis, just 2 simple syllables that changed everything. Could it really be that simple? Can 2 words open the door to liberation? Let's find out. The disciple in this story is known as Chudapanthaka. He was called the slowest learner among the Buddha's followers. His memory was so poor that he couldn't even recite a single verse from memory. Time after time, his older brother and fellow monks tried to teach him, only to watch him forget moments later. Eventually, they suggested he leave the monastery. But the Buddha, ever full of compassion, saw something deeper. He gave Chudapanthaka a broom and told him to sweep the ground while reciting 2 simple words, "Sweep clean." And so he did, day after day, sweeping the monastery grounds, repeating the same 2 words, "Sweep clean." His brothers laughed, villagers mocked, even some monks felt pity or doubt. But Chudapanthaka kept going. He didn't recite the teachings. He didn't engage in debate. He swept and repeated, "Sweep clean, sweep clean," until one day, something clicked. As he swept away dust and dirt from the temple floor, he suddenly saw that he was also sweeping the dust from his own mind. The broom became a symbol. The act became meditation. The words became mantra. And in a moment of clarity, he realized the mind, too, is covered with dust, desire, anger, ignorance, and just as we clean the floor, we can clean the heart. That insight led to his complete awakening. He became an arhat, fully liberated. And here's the truth buried in that tale. It's not the complexity of the teaching that transforms. It's the sincerity of the practice. We live in a world that values more knowledge, more words, or strategies. But in the Dharma, sometimes less is more. Depth is not measured in quantity, but in presence. When the Buddha told Chudapanthaka to say "sweep clean," he wasn't teaching housekeeping. He was teaching mindfulness, simplicity, repetition, embodiment. The problem most of us face in spiritual practice is not that we don't know enough, it's that we don't stay long enough with what we know. We jump from one method to another, one book to another, one teacher to another, but we never truly sweep. We learn about emptiness, but we don't sit with our own attachments. We study compassion, but we don't meet our own pain. We recite mantras, but our minds are still in yesterday's arguments or tomorrow's worries. What Chudapanthaka teaches us is the power of repetition, not mechanical, unconscious repetition, but mindful, heartfelt devotion to a single practice. In his case, it was sweeping. In yours, it might be chanting, or walking meditation, or mindful breathing, or listening deeply to others. Whatever it is, when done with full awareness, it becomes your doorway to truth. But let's go even deeper. What if every act in your day could be a sweep? When you make your bed in the morning, can you do it while sweeping away laziness? When you wash your face, can you do it while sweeping away yesterday's regret? When you greet a stranger, can you sweep away judgment? When you sit in silence, can you sweep away your need for constant noise? This is the secret the Buddha revealed not just to Chudapanthaka, but to all of us. Every moment holds the possibility of awakening if we are present enough to see it. It doesn't require a new scripture or a spiritual retreat. It requires a broom, or a breath, or a word. Sweep clean. Say it now, softly, out loud. Sweep clean. Feel it in your bones. Let it become a rhythm in your heart. Because the dust of confusion, the dirt of fear, the grime of past mistakes, they aren't who you are. They are just what has settled on your awareness over time. And all it takes is willingness and time and a simple practice done sincerely. You see, Shuddhapanthaka didn't awaken because the Buddha gave him a magic phrase. He awakened because he trusted. He obeyed. He committed. He didn't argue, but I want a higher teaching. He didn't say, this is too simple. He swept. He said the words, and he changed. So many people today are looking for the next big insight, the next viral method. But maybe what we need is to return to the basics. The breath, the body, the broom. Let's talk about your daily life. Do you have a broom, not just a physical one but a spiritual one? Do you have a phrase that grounds you? A word that returns you to center? If not, consider choosing one. It could be a mantra, a line from a sutra, a phrase like let go, be still, or sweep clean. Repeat it during the day, while driving, cooking, walking, working. Let it become your companion. Because in the night of life, we need anchors. We need reminders. We need brooms. The Buddha knew this. That's why he didn't give Shuddhapanthaka a sermon. He gave him a task and a word, and through that, he gave him freedom. And the best part, you don't need to be perfect to do this. Shuddhapanthaka was the worst student, the slowest learner, and he became free. So no matter your past, no matter your struggles, you can begin now. Take a deep breath. Feel the ground under your feet. Choose your broom. Sweep clean. And trust that even the smallest step, when taken with full heart, can carry you all the way home. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this message touched you, I would be honored if you shared your thoughts below. What's your broom? What simple practice helps you return to truth? And if you found this story inspiring, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so we can continue walking this beautiful path of wisdom and clarity together. Until next time, may your days be mindful, your heart be light, and your path be swept clean.